This is the second half of Wasatch against Salt Lake Academy. This is a freshman-sophomore team. The score currently 0-0. Wasatch in gray and white, and Salt Lake Academy in navy blue. Wasatch kicks the ball up there on the left-hand side. They play it back just before midfield, play it more into the center. The press from the Griffins forcing Wasatch to retreat a bit. Ball recovered by Talon. Talon gets past his man on the right-hand side, plays it up. That pass, it'll be stopped by White. Played on the left-hand side by White. White with a through ball, a little bit too heavy. It'll be picked up by the keeper, Brandon. Brandon throws the ball over to the right-hand side over to Chris. Chris chips it up in the middle to Talon. Talon in a bit of traffic, lays it off over to Nolan. Nolan on the left-hand side, plays the ball up, completes the pass. Ball now inside the attacking third, laid off to 25. 25 over to the center, intended for Talon, intercepted by White. White with a through ball on the left-hand side, a player streaking in. Brandon coming out of goal, gets it over to Chris. Chris just past midfield, tries to get it up. He completes the pass inside the box. That's Hernan. Ball dislodged, and the Griffins earn a corner kick. It'll be the first corner kick of the half. Alejandro, last man of defense. Jonah close behind. Nolan approaching the 18-yard line. Ball kicked up over to the far right-hand side. Lands inside the box, a swing and a miss. Adrien retreats just outside the 18-yard line, shoots just over the crossbar. It'll be goal kick for Wasatch. Wasatch kicks the ball up high to the left-hand side, goes over a couple players' heads. White will get there first. Ball played over the left-hand side. Wasatch in the attacking third. Alejandro with the foul. And it will be a free kick opportunity close to 18 yards out on the far left-hand side. Yes, this is about 18, 19 yards out on the left-hand side. A two-man wall, ball, run up. Nope. Ref giving some instructions. Right-footed kick chipped up over to the far right-hand side, brought down and kicked out of bounds. It will be goal kick for the Griffins. Brandon taking the goal kick from the 6-yard line, right-footed. It's going to reach just before midfield, headed up by White. Nolan challenging, ball dislodged. White will recover. Played over, ball dislodged by number 15. Circling back, maintaining possession, circles back to the other side. Now challenged, and ball tackled away by White, who chips it just inside the box, and Brandon will pick it up. Ball rolled out over to Alejandro, about 19 yards out. He slots it over to the right-hand side over to Chris. Chris keeps it in bounds. Tried to pass it, blocked by the knees of the Wasatch player, and it goes immediately out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in from the top of the Griffin defensive third. Chris throws the ball down the line, intended for Nolan. White gets there first, but it is out of bounds. It'll be Chris throwing the ball in. Coach Shaley telling the players to go faster. Ball thrown down the line, out of bounds, and it will be White throw in at the top of their defensive third. White throws the ball in, headed away by Alejandro. Talon gets a toe on it. White kicks that ball up. Chris wins the header, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be White throwing again in front of the blue bench. Ball thrown into the left-hand side, and the center brought down by White. White, pass incomplete, and ball dispossessed by White. Blue recovers at midfield, gets it over to 25. 25 crosses the ball over the right-hand side, brought down by number 18. That's Angel, and it is kicked out of bounds by White. It'll be blue throw-in. Ball thrown in quickly to Chris. Chris's pass rolls through over to Hernan inside the box, and it goes behind the net. It'll be a goal kick for Wasatch. Players for Wasatch shifting over to the right-hand side. Kick up high into the center. White plays a long ball on the right-hand side, and it will be Jonah who allows that ball to roll out of bounds. It'll be thrown in about deep from the defensive third to 15, 15 to Jonah. Jonah gets that ball up, and White is able to dislodge it, but Chris will be there to bring the ball down. Chris surveys the pitch, launches it up, and it is out of bounds. It'll be White throwing from the bottom of the middle third. They throw the ball into the center. Ball dislodged by 18. 18, Talon wins the ball. Talon on the right-hand side challenged, and the call is White throw-in. SLA making a substitution real quick. Cash is coming on. Didn't see who came off. White will now be throwing the ball in. Nolan is able to get that ball over the left-hand side up to 11. 11 tried to get it over to Angel, not there. White will recover. White to Nolan, 15 to Nolan. Back over to the left-hand side over to Adrien. Adrien plays it over to 15. 15, no, can't keep it in bounds. The call is changed, and it'll be blue throw-in at the top of their attacking third. No, there was a foul called. So Angel will be taking the kick from the left-hand side about 35 yards out. Right-footed kick up into the center, into the arms of the Wasatch keeper. Ball kicked up high, headed away by Alejandro. Chris running to get there, and White won't make it in time. Chris picks it up, throws the ball in quickly. And a substitution for White. And a substitute for the Griffins. Number 8, Dane will be coming on. And number 18, Angel, coming off. White with the throw-in now. Nolan gets a header on that. Challenge in the middle for Blue, winning it. 25 gets it over to the left-hand side, trying to get it over to Adrien. Adrien's able to get there. Adrien patiently starting to build up in the center. The left-hand side, and dislodged, recovered by White. Nolan with the tackle. Nolan takes a moment, switches the field over to the left-hand side, over to Chris. Chris plays the ball up. Ball laid back off over to Chris. Chris switches the field, puts it up in the center. And then ball dancing around. Dane trying to get there. Ball played over on the left-hand side. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be Blue throw-in at the top of their defensive third. Ball headed out of bounds by White. It'll be Blue throw-in again at midfield. Nolan checking in. Chris throws the ball down just over, and White will get there. Challenge. Chris kicks that ball, cleared out by Alejandro over to the far left-hand side. Adrien running over to get there, using his body, and the call is Blue throw-in. Ball thrown on to 11. 11, nice touch, brings the ball down. Ball dislodged, won by 11. Espen to Adrien, Adrien now on the left-hand side, beating his man inside the box, cuts back, and no foul called. It'll be a corner kick for the Griffins, their second one of the half. The score tied 0-0. Needing to get points up on the board. Nolan will be taking the corner kick. Signal given. Run up to the ball. Cross up over the center and caught by the keeper. Drop kick ball down to the middle. Alejandro gets a toe on it. Chris challenging for the ball. White maintains possession. White now in midfield, switches it over to the far right-hand side at the top of their middle third, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Blue throw-in at the bottom of their middle third on the left-hand side. Ball thrown into Nolan. Nolan back over to the original thrower. Ball gets through, towed out of bounds. And the call is White. White throwing in front of their own bench after substituting about 4 players. White throws the ball down the line. It's headed in and cleared out by Jonah, kicked out of bounds. It'll be another White thrown in front of their own bench. Second attempt, challenged again by Adrien. Adrien gets a head on it, brought down by White though. White crosses it into the center. Cash dislodges the ball. Now the Griffins sliding in there. Wasatch dislodges the ball. Chris recovers. Chris puts it up over to Cash in the middle. Cash chips it up, headed up and he's called offsides. No call yet, but the flag is up. Ref having a couple of words with the keeper. Might have some, maybe a bloody nose there. So we'll take a pause and some action. And number 21, Hudson coming on. Number 14, River coming on in place of Hernan. And 25 coming off. And it looks like the Wasatch keeper is being subbed out, being replaced by a player wearing a green bib. And this will be a free kick after the offsides call from earlier. There's only 10 players on the pitch for Wasatch. There, they get their 11th. That was the delay. Ball back into play. A right-footed kick brought down, trapped in the middle. Wasatch kicks the ball up over the far right-hand side. Jonah almost got there. And that is number 15, Jaden. Gets the ball back over to Brandon. Brandon plays it over to Alejandro. Alejandro up to Cash. Cash moving over to the right-hand side, chips the ball up. And he's got a runner over to Dane. Dane just outside the box. And that ball is going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Griffins. Dane hustling to get there, put that ball into play quickly, gives a signal. All of Griffins' players are up at the top of the box on the far left-hand side. Defense high as well, almost to the attacking third. Run up by Dane, right-footed kick. It's going to go far right-hand side, headed up by Adrien. Hudson challenging for it, brought down. Adrien shoots. It's going to go well wide right. And it looks like the Wasatch keeper is being subbed back on. Griffins unable to capitalize on that few minutes to find the back of the net. Right-footed kick over to the right-hand side, headed down by Nolan. It looks like Dane is going to get there. White is going to recover the ball, though. Chris on defense. Dane tackles the ball away. He plays it over to the right-hand side, over to number 21. 21, Hudson gets it over to Chris. Chris plays the ball back over to Alejandro. Alejandro swings the ball over to the left-hand side, over to Jonah. Jonah plays a wider left, looking for options, being swallowed up by the Wasatch defense. Ball swung over to Alejandro, then over to Chris. Chris plays it up. That pass intercepted. And it looks like Chris challenges for the ball. It's loose in the middle on the right-hand side. Swung farther right. Adrian's challenging for the ball. Bodies down. And it goes out of bounds. A whistle, a foul called against Adrien. It'll be a free kick for White just before midfield on the right-hand side. Run up to the kick. That ball is high. Headed down. It'll be Dane who gets there first. Dane leading the counterattack on the right-hand side. A bit heavy of a touch, and the ball will roll out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in and a quick substitution. stunts the attack. Chris being subbed off, replaced by Jose. Alejandro replaced by number 17, Pedro. Killed the momentum. It'll be 12, throws the ball back over to Jonah. Jonah swings the ball up. His pass intercepted. White shoots from way downtown, and that is scooped up by Brandon. Brandon eats the ball over to number 12. 12 moves on the inside. Gets the ball out. No, White is going to recover. White on the left-hand side. Kept in bounds. 12 will recover. 12 over to Cash. Cash over to Jonah. Jonah now playing it wide left. Over to Pedro. Pedro completes the pass. Ball set back over to Pedro. Pedro looking for different options. Swallowed up by the defense. Gets the ball over to Hudson. Hudson back over to Pedro. Pedro gets the ball over to the left-hand side. Ball moved over to Hudson. Hudson to Adrien. Adrien switches the field to the far right-hand side. Brought down, nice touch. Jonah gets the ball over again to 12. 12 still with the ball. Puts it over to Hudson. Hudson in traffic, trying to get it over to Cash. And it is Rivers who comes up with the ball. No, White. Nolan, no. White. Adrien sliding in there, and a foul called against Adrien. Griffins having a hard time transitioning in the last couple of minutes. A foul there by Adrien. It'll be a free kick. Ball up high to the right-hand side. It is just inside the box and it rolls out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins. And a substitute here for the Griffins. Nolan coming off. 25 coming on. Espen coming on. Replacing Adrien. Ball back in play over to the right-hand side, over to number 12, Jose. Jose gets it up. That ball is intercepted, and it will be at the feet of Brandon. Brandon is able to pick that up, rolls it up in the middle over to Cash. Cash back over to the center back, Pedro, I believe. Pedro dangerously gets it to Jonah. Jonah swings the ball over to Jose. Jose at the midfield puts the ball up. White gets there. White sends it back, crossed over to the right-hand side. It'll be picked up by Jaden. Jaden turns around, crossing midfield on the left-hand side. Ball tackled away by White. Cash challenging. Hudson challenging. That ball is kept in bounds by White, getting it up to their forward. Ball played into the center. Wasatch putting it together in attack. Ball dislodged quickly. Dane maintains possession, circles back around, lays the ball off over to Jose. Jose back over to Jonah. Jonah gets rid of the ball over to the right-hand side, trying to get it over to River. And Wasatch clears the ball up to midfield. Headed down by Jonah. It'll roll out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in just before midfield. Headed down. Dane dislodges it. 25. Kicks the ball back over to Jose. Man, that ball is dislodged, rolls out of bounds. And there will be a substitute. It'll be Alejandro coming in for Jaden. And a shift of players on the defensive line for the Griffins. About 15 minutes left in the half. Ball thrown back from Jose over to Alejandro. Alejandro stutter steps, gets the ball over to Brandon. Brandon in trouble, gets rid of the ball. Over to Alejandro. Alejandro in the middle, up over to Cash, I believe, no. Ball over, 1-2 from Hudson to 25. 25 swings it over to the far left-hand side. Chipped up over to the right, looking for Dane. Dane dislodges the ball and it rolls in, but he's called offsides. Offsides flag is up, no goal. We'll have to review the tape on that one, but offsides was the call. No goal. And Wasatch.
Hey, good stuff, Dane.
Ball kicked up into the center, brought down by 25. 25 gets the ball back over to 17. Pedro. Ball swung over to the right-hand side. Jonah trying to edge that ball out, letting it roll out. Kept in bounds by White. White now in the attacking third by the 6-yard line. Pedro with a nice stuff. Gets the ball up, and White will recover. White putting the ball on the left-hand side in the attacking third. Ball dislodged, recovered over to Dane on the right. Dane resets back over to Jose. Jose not on the same page as Alejandro. And Pedro will pick up the scraps there from deep in his own territory. Pedro swings the ball over to the right-hand side over to Jose. White, it looks like, is going to get there first. Jose gets it to Dane. Dane plays it back over to Alejandro. Alejandro swings it over to the right-hand side, over to Pedro. Pedro left-footed, kicking the ball up. Brought down by River. River looking to turn the corner. That ball is dislodged and kicked out of bounds. It'll be a blue throw-in at the top of the middle third. Ball picked up, thrown into Hudson. Hudson tackled away. It's recovered by Pedro. Pedro circling back. Keeps the ball. Plays it down against the line. Recovered by Jonah, I believe. No, towed away. Hudson challenging. Hudson with the ball. Hudson plays it in the center. Cash, no, who is that? Blue still with the ball now at the top of their middle third, swinging over the right-hand side over to Jose. Jose moving over to the right, deep in the territory, looking to cross back. Keeps the ball at the baseline. It's towed out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for White. Goal kick for Wasatch. No, substitution for Wasatch. Ball is back in play on the right-hand side. Kicked up by White, headed down by Jonah. Jonah winning the tackle. Jonah in trouble, keeps it in bounds. White will get there though. Ball dislodged, recovered by Espen. Espen crosses it to the far right-hand side. Dane unable to get there. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be goal kick. Right-footed kick to the left-hand side, brought down by 25. 25 slots it up in the middle to River. River, his pass intended for the left, and a foul called against White. The player looks to be in pain. That's Espen is able to get up. It'll be a free kick opportunity. This one about 30 yards out. Looks like it's going to be number 25 taking the kick. Three-man wall for Wasatch. Run up right-footed, and it goes wide left, bouncing just a yard or two in front of the goal line. And a couple more substitutes for SLA. Adrien coming on, and Hernan coming on. Adrien coming off, and I believe that is River coming off as well. As well as number 13, Antonio, coming off for Alejandro. And a false start there by Wasatch. Ball kicked up, brought down at the feet of 25. White will recover. White kicks the ball over the far right-hand side. They have a runner. And it is Jose who's going to be on defense there. Ball on the baseline. Jose kicked out of bounds. It is a corner kick. Corner kick for Wasatch. Signal given, run up, kicked, and Pedro is able to get that ball. It'll be a foot race to get there. Adrien now on the counter attack, places the ball up over, ball dislodged, cleared out by Gray. An opportunity missed. And another substitute here for SLA, Talon coming in for Hudson. Blue throws the ball down on the left-hand side at the feet of 25. 25 breaks the tackle. 25 shimmies to the left. Ball tackled away. Recovered by 25. And he shoots wide right. Big goal kick for White. Right-footed kick down the middle, kicked up by White. Talon will be there first. Talon bringing it down, bodies, ball dislodged but kept by the Griffins. That's Jose, gets it over to Talon. Talon shimmies to his left, left-footed cross that'll be stopped by White. Jose challenging for the ball. White bringing it down though. Hernan, no. Ball headed. Recovered by Jonah. Jonah circles over to the right-hand side, plays it over to one touch by Talon, or Dane. Dane to Talon, or sorry, Dane. Dane looking to cross it. He crosses over to far left. And no runner. Adrien was a few paces behind. A nice sequence for the Griffins. The goal kick for Wasatch. Ball kicked up, headed on, and now Wasatch has a runner and tripped up. It'll be a free kick. And a yellow card was given. And Jose will be subbed out for Chris. This will be a free kick about 32 to 35 yards out on the left-hand side. White taking the opportunity to switch out 3 or 4 men.
They are too far forward.
Ref gives his whistle. A three-man wall for the Griffins. Run up, right-footed kick. It's going to go well wide right. Ball played on the right-hand side over to Jonah. Jonah over to Chris. Chris keeping it inbounds. Playing into the center over to Cash. Cash shimmies. Back to Chris. Chris switches the field over to the left-hand side. Brought down by center back. Center back slots it on the left. Trying to get to Adrien. It's going to go deep. Adrien hustling. Ball still in play and a foul called. And it will be White. Free kick. White taking the kick on the right-hand side about 17 yards out. Keeping the ball on the right-hand side, chested down by Adrien. White will get there first. They kick it up, brought down. White again controlling, and it rolls out of bounds. Blue throwing in midfield. Thrown into Adrien. Adrien kicks the ball up on the left, recovered by 25. 25 circles back around, switches the field over the right-hand side over to Dane. No, Talon. Talon cuts to the left, feigns a pass, then swings it farther over to 25. 25, farther wide on the left-hand side. Blue plays it back, kicks the ball up high into the center. Headed by White, 25 will get there. Who plays it over to the left-hand side. Blue in the attacking third. Towed out of bounds by White, it'll be Blue throwing. Adrien throws the ball into 25. 25 back over to Adrien. Adrien trying to get to 25 again. 25 gets there. Top right corner of the box, breaks his tackle. No foul called. White now on the counter attack on the right-hand side, bringing the ball into the center, completing a couple of passes. Blue having to retreat, getting all the way back. They have a runner on the left-hand side. Tackled away, challenge. White will recover. White at the top of the box. Jonah cleared out there by Blue. White will get there first. And a one tackle there. Adrien is going to get there. Adrien, ball tackled away. White at the top of the box on the right-hand side. Shoots. It's going to go just wide left. Ball rolled out over to Chris. Just a few minutes left in the game. Chris getting the ball over to Dane, and that ball is recovered by White. It'll be White throwing. And a quick sub here in the final minutes. Nolan coming on. And Santi, number 25, coming off. As well as another substitute there. Couldn't see. It's Adrien coming off, though. Ball thrown in on the left-hand side, headed down by Blue. And it is Dane with the ball over to Cash. Cash over to Nolan. Nolan, his pass is cleared out by White. And that is the game. The score is 0-0.